The first property we're going to learn about exponents is multiplication of exponents, and this is lesson 2.2. First, let's analyze what happens when we multiply two exponents, but something very important is the exponents must have the same base in order for this property to work. If we have different bases, that's something we'll learn in more advanced math. For the moment, just equal bases. Starting with the 3 to the power of 4. We know that 3 to the power of 4, based on what we learned on lesson 2.1, is the 3 multiplied 4 times. So let's multiply it. 1, 2, 3, and 4 times. And now let's move on to the next number, which is 3 to the power of 5. So that means we need to multiply this 3 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. With this, we expanded the exponents as a big multiplication. But now let's convert this big multiplication of those many 3's multiplying each other into an exponent, because the whole purpose is we want to simplify. And we actually made the 3 to the power 4 times 3 to the power 5 into a bigger multiplication. We want to simplify this. So let's see what happens. We know all we have are 3's multiplying each other. So that means we can turn it into just a base of 3. Because as long as we have the same number multiplying, that is going to be the base of the exponent. Now, to figure out what the exponent is going to be, we simply count 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 3's. We have 9 3's, so that means the exponent is a 9. So this turned into 3 to the power of 9. But this sounds like a long process to do this every single time we have a multiplication of exponents. So let's see what's the relationship between the original exponents and the new exponents. The original exponents were 4 and 5. The new exponent is a 9. Well, 4 plus 5 is 9. So it means when we're doing multiplication of exponents, we just need to add the exponents to get the new one. And remember, one more time, this is a property, meaning no matter which option we put in the calculator, we're always going to get the same answer. But as we said, this sounds like a long process to do every single time. So instead, we can build a property, build a rule to do this. And what the rule is going to be, well, whenever we see these letters A, M, A, N, it means we're making a formula that is going to work every single time. So how the property of multiplication of exponents works? First, we have to make sure that the bases of the exponents are equal, which in this case they are. Both of the bases are A, so we copy them into just one base. And after that, we add the exponents, M plus N. And this is the property. A to the power of M times A to the power of N is equal to A to the power of M plus N. Let's put this into practice. We always have to put math into practice. We saw this one before. 3 to the power of 4 times 3 to the power of 5. We check that the bases are equal, which they are. Both bases are 3. So we copy them into 1. And then we simply add the exponents. 4 plus 5. And this gives us that 4 plus 5 is equal to 3 to the power of 9. But let's do it one more time with another set of numbers. 7 to the power of 3 times 7. Remember, we learned this on lesson 2.1. When a number doesn't have an exponent, it has an exponent of 1 actually, because 1 is the exponent by default. And then we check that the bases are equal, which they are. Both bases are 7. We copy them, and then we add the exponents. 3 and 1. So 7 to the power of 3 plus 1, which is equal to 7 to the power of 4. But we know in math, the more we practice, the better we get. So let's do one more practice problem. Actually, this time we have 4 different numbers multiplying. Well, all of the bases are equal, but they're different exponents. First of all, look at the 4. The 4 doesn't have an exponent written, so it means it has an exponent of 1, never a 0. is always a 1. We learned this on lesson 2.1. Then we check that all the bases are equal, which it is. As long as all the bases are equal, we do the same process. We could have 4 of them multiplying 5, 10 times. We could have 1,000 multiplications. As long as the bases are equal, we just need to copy them into 1 and start adding the exponents. 1 plus 5 plus 2 plus 6. 4 to the power of 1 plus 5 plus 2 plus 6, that's 4 to the power of 14. And this is how we apply multiplication of exponents. For more math lessons like this one, visit our website, mathusermanual.com, or follow us on Instagram at mathusermanual.